a mouthful. I hope you stayed with me on it, okay? Our job is to massage our ecological womb with the correct management, disturbance, if you will, to stimulate more solar energy converted into decomposable biomass than nature would do in a static state. So let's talk about water, for example. One of the limitations is always water. Again, I stand here today, and what's in the front page of the paper is all the big drought in the Midwest. Water becomes an issue. Of course, we've got the president of Cargill writing that this just shows that we need to make sure that we don't have a policy of food self-sufficiency. We need to make sure that we grow, we send our money and our grow food in Africa and all over the world so that we can take advantage of when it's dry over here, we get rain over here so we can maintain this planetary, and I wonder what they're going to do when the planet gets too small, So what we've done on our farm, we're in the Shenandoah Valley of Virginia, which is, if you recall your history at all, was the breadbasket of the Confederacy during the War of Northern Aggression. And this valley was maintained by Native Americans for millennia with fire, herbivores, buffalo, elk, antelope, birds, prairie chickens, pheasants, turkeys, grouse, quail were abundant. Of course, we all know what the passenger pigeon was like, right? Okay, so it was maintained with this diversified micro flora and fauna as a massive silvopasture. And when Governor Spotswood took his close friends, and he dubbed them, he was British after all, he dubbed them the Knights of the Golden Horseshoe, and he sent them over the Blue Ridge to scope out the valley in the early 1700s and tell him, what was over there, because the Scotch-Irish were coming down from Pennsylvania down through Winchester and starting to squat in there behind the British. And so they had to figure out what was going on back there. And they wrote back letters to the governor and said everywhere we rode in a valley, we could take the grass and tie it in a knot above the horse's saddle. It was a tall grass prairie of the mid-Atlantic region, maintained by fire and by diversified species. This was not a natural system. It was not a wilderness area. It was not environmentalism by abandoning